And welcome back to the Bushwick Chess Team Blitz Cinco de Mayo battle. And today, right here, we have Micah in charge of Bushwick Chess Team. And who you got on your team?
Okay, so we just had an unfortunate scenario, but it was a lot of fun. We did get stomped a little bit. Cinco de Queso, their team is really, really strong. And let's see, who do we have on board one right now? I think, so Cinco de Queso is actually on board one right now. White, that's Akash Maduri.
And we got Alexis.
He beat us. He beat us.
On board one? Akash.
Yeah, Akash on board one. And I'm trying to remember what team Black is. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Yep. These players are way stronger today than I was hoping. I was hoping that we were going to have an easy game, but so it's actually Team Marshall Chess Club. Shout out to Marshall Chess Club. They've got some heavy hitters today as well.
Oh my!
They did get swept last round completely by the team that they faced. I think it was Canada. But anyway, we're in Blitz now, so we have to talk about some chess. This is already happening quickly.
So we have a Dutch defense, it seems, and we got E takes F5. Akash is playing as white.
Yep.
Bishop is on B4. And no real fireworks yet, but when you do see the Dutch on the board, do you know we will see fireworks?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, everything's going to open up very quickly. And we'll see fireworks. And I mean, let's be honest. Akash is, I think, if he's not the best player in the field today, he's definitely in the top 3.
Yes,
so he's
most definitely. He's one of the strongest rated players here in the tournament. So we're definitely going to be seeing some great games from him. And right now we do see. Okay.
Black, as you can see here, Black has chosen the queen side is not going to get developed this game.
Yeah.
Resetting. Not resetting the pieces. The pieces haven't even been set up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to become a big problem very quickly. I guess White's already main threat is Bishop takes H7, right?
Bishop take H7
Doesn't
and
feel very good. So
I could see Queen going to F6, trying to go for a little battery through X-raying the F2 pawn through the bishop. So if Akash doesn't protect that bishop or doesn't protect that F2, those will be main targets in terms of Queen getting to F6. But right now, let's see. So at least Akash is up on time right now. He got a little over 40 seconds. And he's making his moves pretty quickly.
How do you feel about the pace change in this event versus the Rapid? A lot slower games in the Rapid. Today is going to be 8 very quick games.
You're going to be seeing a lot of fireworks and explosive games because of the time scramble. Like with the 3-second delay, those 3 seconds, it seems like you could save yourself, but those 3 seconds just fly by so quickly.
I think I hate them more. I feel like if I just knew I only had a certain amount of time, I would be able to spam. But having the reliable 3 extra seconds every turn or every move is actually quite scary because I'm dreading this tick, tick, tick play. Tick,
yeah.
Especially because we're on delay today. So with a 5-3 delay, you can't save extra time. You're not sitting there blitzing out a bunch of moves and then using that time later to think.
Yeah.
You have to use that 3 seconds every move, trying to get yourself into a good position.
And we got some pretty notable blitz players that they favor that kind of fast game pace.
Yeah, North Brooklyn has Miguel Garcia, who is, he is. I'm sure you've already spoken about him today. He's the speed demon.
Yes.
Jester here is just the two of them are the Marshall's some of Marshall's best speed players. So I know when y'all come to Bushwick, it's an immediate domination. You immediately come in, you're like, all right, we're playing Blitz today. And for us, we're like, oh, we're humbled to have you. And then you just blow through every single player. It's very impressive.
I think we've probably seen each other on the final board maybe twice already. And
you got him last time.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
That was chess 960.
Yeah,
That
and then he got Alexis recently. That's actually the reason why Miguel's rating right now and the Bushwick local rating system is in the 2000s. Is he got a win off of Alexis in Blitz, and it shot him straight up into the 2000s. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously a very strong chess player, but it is nice to see within the local rating system here in New York that we have these new players starting to rise up to the top of the space.
Yes.
Until stronger players come in and then find ways to take away those points, these national masters or master level players are just going to find themselves getting stronger and stronger rating wise.
Yes.
And it takes a lot to crack some of these players. I mean, Alexis Pederis, the number one on the rookies today,
He's a very solid player.
He's like the highest rated Blitz player by far. So until he gets beat in Blitz, I mean, he keeps all those points, and nobody's taking them away from him. So
yeah, of course. And Alexis, he's one of the most solid players that I have ever played against. And his personality is so funny over the board because he looks so bored, but it's like he knows exactly what's going on and he knows what he's doing. And he just keeps everything together. And right now we see a development in terms of the position here. And now Black is starting to get the queen side activated. We still got the bishop sitting back, but that could be an easy trade, like trade
Knight
of bishops.
F4 is starting. Well, you can't yet because the bishops, I guess. Well, you know, you could actually Knight F4 to maybe try and take off that dark squared bishop, but I don't know if that's really going to even do you any justice.
Knight to F4. Okay, so
we do.
No,
actually, Knight to F4 does look concrete because it aligns this potential battery later, and oh wow, yeah, everything's starting to snap off.
Yeah, and I do see little tactics here and there with that D5 knight being a problem. But okay, so Akash brings back the knight.
I enjoy this new system for playing the pieces because they literally disappear for a moment as the player pulls them up off the board, and then they reappear as they place them on the board. Very very interesting. The new style of screen here. I enjoy it. But yeah, no, I mean I think nothing's set in stone yet. I mean White's the one settled with this bad pawn structure, if you will. So that could help out later. Oh, and
yeah, I think
everything's getting traded off. Yeah.
And we could see this probably going into an end game soon. But Akash, I don't think he wants to swap off any pieces yet.
He's not gonna, yeah, I think he's done swapping off. I think this is as far as
he sees some chances. He sees some chances with what he's got going on right now.
Well, and with delay, his opponent has a minute and a half, or a minute and 50 seconds. You know, from here on out, like Akash has a little extra time on the clock, and he knows that if he can keep pressuring his opponent, eventually something's going to happen. So
yes,
I mean, everything's getting swapped off here. But at the same time, I mean, what's Black going to do? At some point, moves are going to get made, position's going to change a little bit, and then you're starting to run out of time, and then things are you're going to slip at some point potentially. So
yeah, there's a lot of pros and cons in this position here. So it's very
White has to check on e6, right?
That knight is free to take, right?
I think everybody. Yeah, there's this pause. There's this. Oh, you can't take that. No, you can't, because if you were, you have back rank issues potentially.
No, the rook defends on F1 and the knight defends on F1. That was a free knight.
Wait, the rook doesn't defend on F1.
Yeah, it does. You got rook on E1. Could have taken the knight.
Wait, I see.
I think that knight was free to take.
I think the knight was free. Yeah. It felt like a trap, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Akash. The thing is, he likes to be very careful. He doesn't like to get himself into like really.
You're totally right, though. Maybe
he
didn't like the concept of giving up a couple of pawns for it.
Yeah.
Because queen takes on c2, and now his bad pawn structure on the queen side was crumbling.
Yeah.
And so maybe he just didn't want to have to deal with that. And honestly, maybe that was what Black was kind of considering in the first place. Now White is officially up a full minute on the clock. So
yeah.
This is this is definitely going to get into a situation where even if we get into a pawn in game, Black does not have a lot of time. Black's going to have to start making a lot of decisions very quickly, and
yeah, and I think
something may happen.
I think Akash is going to be taking advantage of the time situation here. So just maintain that pressure. What if he slips up? What if he makes a mistake?
It's just one. Yeah, he needs to lose one pawn here, and then things start to not go his way.
Yeah. And the knight, think about the knight is going to be poking around at some of the pawns here and trying
Couple
to
soft spots, yeah. I mean,
trying to make new weak spots here. So like, let's say
knight
if he was
jumping
to
to
push
b4 is not such a good thing for you. You don't want to let that happen.
Yeah, if he pushes on c4, that knight is going to go to b4. Okay, so Akash goes a3 to protect that b4 so that he could go c4.
Nice.
See, there we go. We got that on the board. Goes back.
There we go. Now he's going to start. Yeah, now he's going to start.
King and pawn endgame. We're going down to the king and pawn endgame.
The knights are getting off the board. Okay, the knights are getting off the board. Is the king taking here? You don't want to break up the pawn structure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Akash feels pretty confident about his king and pawn endgame.
Yeah, and he's up material here, or not up material, but he's up on the clock here. He's really comfortable, and anything from this moment,
I think he should have played d5. He should have definitely played d5. Get that check in. Make sure that he didn't play c6. So that may cause an issue because black has a nice wall.
I would also just like to let it be known that the outfit for Akash is quite lovely. That hat is phenomenal.
Very, very colorful. That's definitely Akash's kind of nature.
Absolutely.
He's as he likes to say, the flow master.
Oh.
He likes to say that he's a man that goes with the flow, and right now he's just flowing. He's just flowing with the colors.
Absolutely.
Right now.
I love to see it. I was honored to have Bushwick play Queso first round. I honestly told myself, I was like, if we just get their game out of the way, I knew they were going to beat us, so it was nice to just like have it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was like, all right, go ahead, take your games.
Sometimes you just got to play against the strongest that first round, get it out of the way, and then you just start to enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely.
Start picking up wins and everything.
Yeah. And now, I mean, Akash is still up on time here. Top player for Team Marshall. I think
it's going to be hard to find a breakthrough here.
It's definitely not going to be easy, but I just feel like at this point it's going to be a time pressure scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so
although black is playing,
so we have a new pawn situation here with the pawn. Okay, king is going to f3. A takes on b4, and then he pushes a pawn.
This feels like one of those things that I could never find a way through, but I think white is stronger than I am for sure. So I mean, honestly, at this point, wait, does A takes B just
A takes B, and then he black could push a4. White will not be in time. So yeah, he keeps the pawn structure closed. This may.
Oh, I see. You're right. Yeah. Black would have started to run, and then you're in a lot of trouble.
I think even then, like that still probably would have been like a drawish type of game, but it does open chances with two queens on board. But now we just have a king and pawn endgame. Everything is closed down. Akash is not gonna want him to.
I mean, yeah, Ben's been moving quickly here, and whoa, letting the king get in. Huh.
Oh, I see what he did here.
He takes opposition, and now the king's got to move, and now you can start to infiltrate yourself.
Yeah, but he still has to get to that f5 square. So Akash sacked the pawn.
Giving himself more chances here.
Yeah, so he's trying to triangulate at this point. Even then, I still think this results into a draw.
Ben's also trying this letting the opposition take place, and then you gain it back. So
he triangulated. Akash may be able to pull a win here.
He kept the. Oh,
yeah,
because now black's gonna have to move. Which way?
Oh no!
There it is. Yeah, white's gonna start moving. I mean, this is dangerous.
Wow.
There's no way to get in. Black can't get in to start taking pawns yourself. Yeah, and now you gotta allow.
Yeah. It's all over. It's definitely going downhill.
I mean,
now for
you
black.
can even push h5 here. Yeah, he's letting him. He's like, go ahead, take the h pawn.
Yeah, take the h pawn. All those other pawns is gonna go downhill, and
this is it. Oof, and Ben is resigned. Yes, there it is. Yeah,
that was a very interesting pawn sack though, just to make that triangulation happen.
Yeah, I mean that's
interesting.
That's some Casablanca endgame, understanding. I feel like these masters, they're very good at these like little nuanced behaviors at the end of a pawn end game.
And Akash definitely took advantage of like that knowledge of just like knowing how to like finesse the king. That was a finesse of pieces right
Absolutely.
there.
That was extremely exciting to see.
Very instructional too.
Yeah.
You could learn a lot just from that one position right there, and you could gain so much from it. Oh,
that was 100% this a clippable moment for sure.
Yes.
Triangulation through a master, showing you how to win a pawn in game. Like if we could do that if I could do that in my games, I would gain like 300 extra elo. Like so, I need to definitely remind myself that in games are hard for everybody. So it's good to see. I suppose we'll have to decide who's been winning on the things, but from last round, we have Cinco de Queso with a point. Cinco, again, Doris with a point. The rookies and Fat Cats, Drew. And North Brooklyn, they got a free point as well. So we have everybody. Honestly, we have 6 more rounds to go. We have hopefully some decisive gains.
I think we're going to see decisive all over today.
I was surprised to see a round 1 draw between 2 boards. They had a match point draw. They had 2 wins on each side, and then they had a draw. So it turned into a half point. Honestly, I feel like that's very impressive as well. Like to do get a half point in a match scenario, like to get yourself a half point.
And
early.
those draws actually may come into play where like you see two boards win, 2 boards lose. And like you don't know which direction to go, rather to take a win or loss. Sometimes it's safe to even take that draw. Sometimes it's even safer to take that draw.
Honestly, like at this point,
or even let's say for example 2 boards win, and then you have 1 draw on your side. All you got to do is get a draw on your side as well, and that's it. You got the win for the whole team right there. So these draws may come into play.
Absolutely. So I mean, wow. I guess it's going to be looking like the next round is coming through. But how do you feel for the day? You think that we're in for a couple of big fights coming through? As
the great words of yourself, it's a good day. I love you.
It's a good day. I love you.
There you go.
We'll be right back with you all momentarily. Thank you so much for letting me join you in the booth.
Most definitely, and good luck to your team as well.
Absolutely.
So we'll be seeing very exciting games from all the players today.
Yeah, Danny Vulis, I'm excited to see him on the first board at some point. Hopefully he was on board 1 last time.
He was on board 1 last time. He had a really good game. Kosh went for a knight sack for some pawns. Me and Heather was here. We was just like, okay, cool. I thought Danny was going to take it. And then next thing you know, I just saw pawns disappear. I was like, "What happened?"
No. Yeah. Well, hey, what
happened?
It's nice to see. It's nice to see us up there for now. But anyway, much love to everybody, and I'll catch you soon.
Yes, most definitely.
All right.
Thank you.